Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Frank. Yeah, Goma Intrepid is downbound. Hey, Justin. Good morning, my friend.
What's up, Paul?
How you doing?
It's going. Just got done eating breakfast.
Just eating breakfast?
Just got done eating breakfast.
What'd we have?
Some bacon and eggs.
You know what I had? A Bob Evans breakfast bowl.
I thought we had some in the freezer, but we didn't have any, so I ended up just making bacon and eggs.
Oh, okay.
Because we had like 5 packs of bacon in the freezer, so I was like, I might as well just make that then.
Cook them up, yeah.
Well, during the week, bacon's actually really good because a pack of bacon will last me 3 days on my own. Because I'll cut it in 3 sections. Like, I like to cut it small, and then I'll make breakfast burritos with
Sure.
it. I'll cut it in 3 different sections and then I'll put it in a Tupperware container and I'll eat it over 3 days. I'll cook a next portion every day. What's up, Brenda? Jody?
Hey, Brenda. Yeah, Jody was the first one in today.
There's nothing worse than when you bite into a piece of bacon in a fucking burrito and you rip half the burrito out. Well, you want to go outside? You want to go outside? All right.
You're not talking to Doug.
Nah, Doug's chilling, basking under his light,
Oh, okay.
living his best life.
Living the good life.
The dogs want to go outside. Tyson came up to me being all hyper. Usually means he wants to go out.
Wait a second, I think Boone wants to come in. Come on, Boone. Yeah, he was outside crying. It's only 42 degrees out.
I don't even know what the temperature is right now. Doesn't feel cold or hot. Probably around the 70s. It's 71 out right now.
Brenda, what's going on with you today? Are you and Bill gonna play some golf this afternoon or no?
Up, Russell?
Russell's here, yep.
I guess the meeting at the White House went pretty good yesterday.
The what?
That meeting at the White House.
Yeah, they put a pretty good spin on it, but you know the thing of it is if you look at his background, Mendini, he is communist, you know.
Well, he's never viewed from that. He's not hiding the fact. But I think Trump did a good job in the way he dealt with it because the media was trying to get them to talk shit to each other.
Yep.
And he held his own and was like, no, I'm not going to say that. Because I think he's setting them up for, look, either you're going to fail or you're going to be a success. We'll see how it turns out. We're going to, so time's going to tell.
Yep, exactly.
Brenda's not doing any golf. She's just spending the day with her kid. Well, with the family.
Well, that's good. Brenda, you got a plan.
Looks like Jody been spending time with his buddy, teaching him how to fly his Mini 5 Pro, I guess.
Oh, is he?
I went to a parking garage last night on town and flew.
Good for you, Jody.
I'll go Intrepid. Down at the Black River, 1 hour 45 for the Salt House.
Stay upbound, Pandora, number 090. By the Captain Keel, there ETA 0923. CSL Welland.
And Jody said,
After that, next, upbound.
Mini 5 Pro does really good at nighttime.
1015. Over.
Copy that, Nick.
You get any ships today?
He likes the camera on it, huh?
Yeah. You get any ships today or not?
I missed a couple. So have you had any big plans for today? You did your computer yesterday, right, Justin?
Yeah, I ain't really got nothing planned for today.
Now, when your dogs go out, they go out in the backyard. Your yard is fenced.
Oh yeah, yeah. His bow would take off if it wasn't.
He's a runner, huh?
Yeah, Tyson's not. I can take him out front without a leash and he'll stay right next to me.
See, that's the way my little guy is too.
I have to chase Bo down with I have to chase him down with a car if he gets out because he'll just keep running from you if you don't.
Yeah, yeah. Boone just goes and goes. Just his nose up in the wind, and he's just on a dead run. So Jody, you're impressed by the Mini 5 Pro, the camera, huh?
Yeah, it must do good in low light.
That's what he was saying.
Was that just shooting auto or were you guys like adjusting the camera, Jody? DJ off today?
DJ, I don't know. No, I think he's working the weekend. I could be wrong.
It might be because didn't he say he was going out of town in a couple days?
Yeah.
To go meet his wife and her family.
There are parents out there who are paying a lot of money for like these really overpriced colleges, and the question becomes, maybe they go to college and instead you take that money and put it, help them have a little nest egg. We have to rethink how much we think. What is the American dream? Where's money?
What's up, Jim? How's it going, man?
Hey, Jim. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Man, I fell asleep early last night too. I was in bed, but I fell asleep by like 9:30, I think it was.
They're just talking on the marine radio that this homemade houseboat is a hazard to navigation for ships going up and down the river.
Oh, they're complaining about it.
Well, he can't. He's been trying to maneuver it, but it doesn't seem to be going forward very fast because the current's going downstream at about 7 8 knots.
He probably doesn't have enough power.
Yeah.
So they're on the radio talking about it.
Yeah, because there's a ship that's coming downbound in about 30 minutes. And the Sarnia traffic radio warned him about this.
That must be a really underpowered motor if you can't even fight, 7 8 knot current. That thing should be able to go right up that river, no problem. Unless he's having engine troubles.
Well, on the front here, that's one of those 2-seat, you sit on it like a motorcycle, a water cycle. And I think this is similar to that too. He seems to be moving a little bit now.
Yeah, but he keeps seeing it seems like he has to keep turning sideways, like he's losing momentum.
Yep.
There's no reason that boat should be that underpowered, though.
Well, when people build things on their own, they don't use the noggin.
I don't know. Is that a home built one though?
Yeah, that's what they just announced.
Yeah, he shouldn't have any issues going up against that current. It looks like he's struggling
To stay in place. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet either that or he's having motor issues. One of the two. Maybe he does have powerful enough motors, but maybe one of them's.
Well,
maybe something's
it's a
wrong.
houseboat, and so I'm thinking that he wants to take it up to the lake to go someplace, and he probably doesn't ever take it off ashore. He just docks it.
But see, look at it now. It's like sitting sideways,
Yep.
and he's looking. It looks like he's getting closer to that wall.
Yeah, he's about 200 feet off the wall.
I mean, maybe he's doing something, or he's, I don't know. Better figure it out quick though. He's got a damn jet ski on there. You see that?
Yep. Jet ski right there, and that's inflatable with a motor on it.
Yeah, he's like fighting. It looks like he's struggling to get up there.
The seagull's just watching.
Well, at least we got somebody on the camera so we can keep watching him.
Yep.
But it looks like he's getting closer to that wall, like he's slowly getting sucked towards the wall.
Yeah, the seagull says, "I'm getting the hell out of here."
We need to zoom out a little bit. Come on, zoom back out a little bit.
Yeah, because we don't have any perspective of how close he is to the wall right now.
I'm saying, dude, yeah,
There it is. Look at how close he is to the seawall.
that's what I'm saying. He's like struggling. Just turn it around and go back the way you came. You're gonna end up doing something stupid, running into the wall or something. Hey, he needs to put another motor on there, Jim, because obviously the one he's got on there ain't powerful enough. He wants to be going up and down the stream like that.
Oh, there's the Coast Guard right there. They're over there like, what the hell? No,
Oh shit,
that's border patrol.
dude, he got out of the car like he was pissed too. You see that?
Yep.
And I think that is the Coast Guard, isn't it?
No, it's border patrol.
Not in
Border
the red jackets. It looks like it says I don't know. I can't tell.
U.S. Border Patrol.
Okay, yeah, through here it's a little blurry looking at it. Yeah, he should have just fucking turned around. Yeah, that's definitely looks like a home built. That does not look like a professional house built.
Yeah. Oh no, U.S. Coast Guard. That's what it says on
Is
the
it?
back.
His border patrol wouldn't be there unless they were like had to do with. I don't know if they would be doing a cross operation because Coast Guard can pretty much do everything Border Patrol can, as far as drug and all that, drug enforcement and everything.
He's getting closer and closer to the wall.
I know. Yeah, it does kind of look like that, Jim, doesn't it? Jim said I have a feeling he's taking in water. It does kind of look like, I don't know if it's just a camera angle, but it does look like it's listing a little bit on the, if I'm looking at it now straight on, it looks like to the left-hand side. Like where that light pole is, where the little light pole is.
It's one of those homemade jobs where they put a whole bunch of 55-gallon cans underneath it to lift it.
But you see on the left side, right where it's like right where that light pole is, that little light.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's listing that way.
that's lower.
But that could be the camera angle too, though. But you haven't heard the guy from the houseboat on the radio calling for help or anything, have you?
No, I don't think he's got a radio. Because that was just Sarnia Traffic Radio was talking to the downbound ship, warning them about this homemade.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I just saw what Jim put. Call me crazy. I see it listing port side. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that too, Jim. But it could just be that camera angle too, though.
Do you know what I also don't see? I don't see any registration numbers on the side of it either.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up on my computer so I can see it a little better.
They're talking on the radio.
Stream time live.
They're getting back in their car. Hey, Mark, good morning.
Morning, Paul. Justin.
God, I don't want the fucking chat over there. Just want the video.
Wow, he's getting close.
Yeah, he is. He's way closer to that wall now that he was a minute ago. There's a boat in the water, Mark. I don't know if you've been watching.
I've
There's
seen a
a-
little bit of it, but not a lot.
Yeah, the Coast Guard pulled up with like 5 dudes in the fucking car,
There
came
they
up to
go.
the side of the water.
Roger, how is it?
If he's literally just trying to fight the current, he needs to just turn around and go back the way he came. 'Cause obviously, he's not going to make it. And then you can tell the current's pushing his boat closer and closer to that wall.
Yep.
He's going to end up fucking hitting that in a minute if you don't fucking turn his ass around. He should have turned around when he had the room out there. Now he's really close. I would say, what, about 30 feet from that wall, 40 feet?
Oh,
I can't
probably
tell.
25 or 30 feet, yeah.
I can't tell from the camera angle.
But he's moving forward now. It must be
Yeah.
because the current's going like this, you know, in the river, and it's helping him move forward.
And Jim's right, too. Something else strange. I haven't even seen the captain come out and talk to the Coast Guard. Yeah, he never even came out of the boat when they were standing over there. Unless he didn't see him, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised the Coast Guard boat don't roll up on him in a minute. It probably is.
Now he's stalled, you know. See how he's not moving now?
Well, on my camera, I think you're a little behind, Paul. Yeah, you're a little behind because he's already past that yellow truck. And he's like skirting the side of the seawall. He's pretty damn close to it. Just hit your arrow on your keypad, on your keyboard. Just hit your arrow over. You can skip forward. Yeah, you're about right where I'm at. Yeah. You're just slightly behind. A couple seconds. Probably about 10 seconds. Yeah, it looks like it keeps sucking him closer and closer to that wall.
But see, right now it looks like he's stalled.
I cannot actually see any propulsion from the propeller, Jim. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, until it moves, we can't see what kind of motors. Does he have outboards on the back or?
Well, not. He wants to know if you can. Oh yeah, I can see a slight little disturbance behind the boat where the motor should be pushing the water. It's very slight though. Look at this dude stopping at the rail. What in the fuck are you doing, dude? You see him watch? Yeah, he's got. Oh, dude, he's gonna hit that fucking wall. They better get a tug or something out there real quick.
Well, he's not even close to the bridge yet. I mean, he's close, but the real current is right where the bridge
Wait,
abutments are.
wait in about 10 seconds when your video catches up to mine, and you'll see how close that front corner is. The right side.
Oh yeah.
So you get a bunch of people out there and push them back out. About 30 people hanging off that railing.
Now he's starting to move now, isn't he?
Yes. Okay. They just zoomed in, Jim. Yeah. You can see where the motor is making a little bit, but it doesn't look very powerful. I just think that boat's extremely underpowered. I don't think you put a big enough motor in that thing. You're gonna put a houseboat, man. Put a big ass V8 in there or something.
Twin V8s.
Just, yeah, he'd be like a fucking jet ski going down that river. Dude, he's about to hit that wall.
He's close.
Zoom out, dude. There's two zoomed in. There we go. Oh, he's about to hit it in a second.
Oh,
Or if anybody,
I think
Mike,
he
oh.
could be rubbing the wall now.
yeah, it looks like the front end's coming right towards the wall. Yep, yep. The guy just ran out freaking out. Now he's running back in. Bro, everything you've been doing ain't working. Call for fucking help. You need to call a tugboat or something over there.
You got commercial tugs right across the river.
Yeah, they need to get a boat out there immediately and hook that thing and start towing it. I know the Coast Guard's gonna have a fucking conversation with this dude. Cause they looked pissed when they got out of that car a minute ago. The way that dude got up out of that car. I bet they left because they're probably sending a boat over there. I almost bet there's a Coast Guard boat heading towards them.
That's ridiculous. It's almost worth going down and shooting it with my drone.
I would. Shit, you never know what you might catch. Me and Mark got this. Go ahead, go down there.
You think
could be-
so?
That dude, if he hits that wall and that boat goes under, that's a 1 million view video right there.
Make the news. Be able to sell it to other broadcasters.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with Jim though. As close since he's right next to that railing, he should just tie up to the railing for safety. Just sit there and wait for help. Oh, I could imagine, Jim. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Zoom out. That's ridiculous. Zoom in. Can't see shit. It's just blurry. Whoever this camera operator is sucks. I think they just fell on their keyboard. They must have passed out on their keyboard.
Yeah, I'm going down.
All right. Yeah, get right over top of him so you can see how close he's getting to that wall.
Yep, I will. I'll give him a circle.
Good God, that water reflection off the water is killing that camera. That angle. Jim says if Michigan Marine Salvage has to pull that boat out, it's gonna be thousands of dollars. Yeah.
What's the fortune?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even just to have a tugboat come out and tow you to a safe area probably costs you a couple grand, if not more. Fuck around, the Coast Guard could have come out there and mess with you. That dude better have all his proper paperwork and everything. I'll tell you that. Plus, he's holding up the shipping lanes right now because the ship that's coming is worried about hitting them.
Yeah.
Paul said they were already all over the radio. All the shipping companies are all over the radio talking about it. So you're talking about you'd be holding up millions of dollars in product.
Yeah, true.
I can't believe there's not a Coast Guard boat out there already. You'd think they would have gotten there already. Yeah, here comes the big ass boat coming down. Paul catch that at the same time. It's gonna be real. I wonder if they're gonna stop that boat from going under there. It's just coming around the corner to go under the bridge. Dude, I would not want to be that guy on the river that everybody's like fucking talking about. You know, every 30 plus year captain's driving by shaking their head, dumbass.
Paul has got his part 107, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He just doesn't bother making any money out of anything.
Yeah, so Paul could sell the footage if something happened. He could sell it to a news agency if they wanted. The thing is, the news agency still people shit offline all the time anyway. So
Yeah.
if you get it to them before you post it, you could probably make a little bit of money. I mean, it's not going to be much, maybe a couple $100 or something.
Yeah, true.
But if you post it and then they find the footage, they're just going to rip it anyway. Because I think they're allowed to because they're public news, or I don't know what the rule is with that, but they get away with that shit all the time still in people's footage.
Mm.
That's why you want to get it to them before you post it. That way they have to pay you for it. I guarantee you, for starters, he has no spark arrestor. I'm not sure what that is. No life jackets, no horn, no fire suppression. I guarantee he has nothing on board. Yeah, I'm not sure, Jim. Because that did look like a thrown together boat, to be honest with you. It looked like something that he made in his backyard. I just think it's seriously underpowered. I don't think he did the math correctly when he was figuring out what kind of motor he needed. Justin, if he gets back on another 100-foot vessel is dead in the water, he might not have enough rope for anchor. You're talking around 75 deep, so many people don't carry that. Yeah, it's pretty deep. I'm surprised they're not stopping the shipping, or there's big ships from coming through there. He's still coming towards the ship, towards the bridge. It really don't matter for him. If that fucking ship hits his boat, it's going. His boat, he ain't even gonna feel it.
Mm.
Fucking little houseboat get demolished by one of them big ass ships. So Robert S. Pearson is the one that's coming towards him. All right, come on, zoom out so we can see what's going on around it. Like, we really don't care about the big ship at the moment. We want to see what's going on with the little boat.
Yeah.
Okay. He's hugging the wall now. He's right up against the wall. Stay your ass right there, buddy. Jim. Yeah, the fucking Coast Guard pulls up. All of a sudden, like 30 dudes run out with duffel bags, start running all over the fucking shore. Turns out there was like 100 kilos of fucking fentanyl or something in the boat. Yeah, Edward knows because he used to dive that river. I don't know, Jim. Edward, I know Edward used to dive over there. Unless they've dredged it out deeper. There's Paul down there. Parked in his parking space. Edward was I don't know if he still does, but I know Edward used to do like professional diving. All right, nobody cares about the ship. Turn back over to the boat. Oh, is it the Coast Guard boat coming? The speed, some kind of fast moving boat hauling ass up the river. Oh, I think it is. Or it's a tugboat. Can't tell if that's a tugboat or the Coast Guard, but they got American flag waving on it, hauling us ass up next to that big ship. Dude, nobody cares about the fucking big boat. Stop following that. Nobody gives a shit about that right now. Damn. Fucking camera operators. Stupid. Got a fucking situation going on over here. Like some straight crazy shit. And then you got the boat going through like that's done a million times. Let's follow the million times. Boats gone through. Like, fuck me. Oh yeah, it looks like it's heading right towards where that boat's at. Could be a pilot boat, yeah. That's what I was hard to see, Brenda, what that far away, whether it was a Coast Guard or what. But the Coast Guard guys were down there at the railing a minute ago. There was 5 of them down there, all jumped out of the car. So we'll see which one it is when they get up here. They need to clean that camera off, though. Jesus, that lens is dirty. I guess it's all what their displacement is in the water, Jim. I'm not sure. I know an aircraft carrier is about the same length as some of those. It's what, 1,140 feet or something. That has a displacement of 100,000 tons. Although it's a lot heavier than one of these boats. Come on, rotate the camera. I know you're in the bathroom taking a shit, but come on, let's move the camera. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, this is fucking wonderful. Person went on break. Like that, we're still looking at that fucking freighter leaving the thing, and the Coast Guard boat went right through the video or whatever that was, the tug or whatever, towards the other boat, and they haven't moved the camera, so we can't see what's going on.
But at the moment, I can't see anything because my phone is in my back pocket. While I'm
Oh, that's why you sound like you're far from your mic. Okay.
yeah.
Come on, move it. Fuck me. We rarely get any excitement on this river. Let's go. About fucking time, Jesus. Yeah, I'm about to. Oh yeah, he pulling up next to him. Matching speed. Some guy standing on the shore filming with his phone. Standing right next to the boat. Ah, damn, the pillar of the bridge is right in the way. Can't see what kind of boat that is. Yeah, hopefully Russell Hill has some good shots of this. Because we can't see anything because the pillar of the bridge is like right where the tugboat is. Okay, zoom in. Let's see who it is. At the Coast Guard? Looks like it. They got those red vests on. It's hard to tell that.
Kind of a bit of a waste of time making a tugboat if it hasn't got enough power to actually get through the current. It ain't gonna.
No, the guy's on a houseboat.
Oh, it's a houseboat, right?
And it looks homemade too.
They always made.
Well, there's some companies that actually make houseboats, but this one definitely looks homemade. I think he didn't. I don't think he ever. Maybe he doesn't understand the way currents work and stuff, because it just seems like the boat is really underpowered. I mean, he could just be having motor problems too. You know, there could be something wrong with the motor in his boat, but it just seems like it's extremely underpowered, and it can't even fight a nine knot or nine whatever current.
Yeah, 9 knots. It's about 10.5 miles an hour.
Jim said Paul should put a flag on the top of his drone that says Coast Guard Auxiliary in flight. Is that the Coast Guard guys? I mean, the ones that are familiar with the waters over here? Brenda, Jim, Edward? I can't tell from here. This camera operator sucks ass. It looks like the same guys that were down by the water with the orange vest, but it's just too not well enough picture to tell what's written on the side of the boat. Let me see if I can go to HD if I get a better picture. Doesn't seem to make it any better. You go down to Paul's drone with the speaker on it. Department of Homeland Security, this is our operation. Moving along, Coast Guard. We're taking this one down. Going to say, looks like Coast Guard. That's what I thought too. What the hell are they doing? Like, are they going to push the guy? Are they boarding his boat? What's going on here? You can see his motors looks like it's going full bore, and it's just can't do it. It can't fight that current. I just think the motor's too small for that boat.
Well, they're usually flat bottom houseboats, so it's probably just floating on the surface of the water. It's got no stability.
Well, it looks like he's got, like Paul was saying it earlier, because it's a homemade one. It looks like he just has a bunch of 55-gallon drums up under the boat,
Oh, God.
like empty sealed drums, you know? That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like a homemade pontoon type boat. Dude, I'm not home making nothing that floats on the fucking water. Fuck that. Especially something I'm supposed to be living in. I'm not putting all my prized possessions in something like that.
Yeah.
I want a professional made boat. It's built by people who know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, it is, Jim. Even on the computer, it's hard to tell what it is. And not to mention their camera, the bubble around their camera is really dirty. There's like water spots and shit all over it. They need to go up there and clean it. And even when I put it in 1080 HD, it still doesn't make the picture any better. Oh yeah, he's got that motor running at full power. You can see it now. You can see the ass end of the boat. I just don't know why they're not hooking up to the boat and just pulling it up there. Just pull it up to the fucking up the river real quick. Get it out of the way.
Yes.
Yeah, that boat's 100% homemade. 100%. Because I've seen some actual houseboats that were made by companies, and they don't look nothing like that. When I was growing up in California, when we used to go to our vacation house in Lake Havasu, we used to see houseboats all the time on the water, and you would see some that looked, you could tell people made them themselves, but then you'd see really nice ones that look like legit 3-bedroom houses on the water. Fucking Jim. Is there any illegals on board? State your intentions.
Trying to avoid the £150 fee to come from Canada to America.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely on the American side of the water for sure. Because he's hugging that wall where Paul usually parks at. Like it looked like he hit it a little while ago. He was touching the wall. Luckily, he was moving so slow. I don't think it really did any damage or anything. But it looked like he had actually gotten up against the side of the wall. Because Jim was saying he needed to go ahead and just attach himself to the railing until somebody could come help him.
Yeah.
I don't know what this tugboat or Coast Guard boat's doing there. They're just kind of just sitting behind him real slow. You'd figure they'd just attach a line to the front of his boat and just pull it up the fucking river and get it out the way real quick. Instead, they're just sitting there watching him fight to go up the river. Looks like Paul's packing up now. Looks like he's getting back into his truck. Well, and if that's the case, Jim, you would think that would be even more of an emergency to get that boat out the water and get it to a dock real quick if it's taking on water. Like, why would you just sit there and watch it struggle and struggle and struggle when you got a boat that could pull it up there? And if it is taking on water, then honestly, they need to get the guy off, anybody that's on the boat, off the boat onto the good boat, then to try to tow it to some kind of port or something, or some kind of dock or something so they can tie it up. Because I agree with you, Jim. It did look like it was taking on water. But like I said, it was hard to tell if that was a camera angle or if that's what it was actually doing. So what's going on, Paul? Is that a Coast Guard boat that's down there?
Yeah, those guys that were in the car went down and picked up the Coast Guard boat down out of the Black River.
That's what I thought. It looked like them, but it was hard to tell on the camera.
Came back and I don't know what they're hanging around though because of they're not. You know,
I don't know why they don't just hook onto it and tow it up the river.
Plus, I don't see any kind of markings like it's registered to be on the water or anything.
Well, that's what Jim was saying a minute ago, that he bets, it was either Jim or Edward was saying they bet that they don't have anything on that boat that they're supposed to. Who was that? I think it was Jim that said that.
Oh yeah, you have to register boats as well, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have registration on the boat.
That thing about it is if you're towing it on a trailer, you have to have registration on the trailer as well.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would think if the boat's, there's nothing wrong with the boat and they want to talk to the guy, why not get on the boat, get him up to a dock him, make him
Well,
dock up, and
I
then
think
deal
that's
with
what they're waiting for. They're waiting for him to get past the Blue Water Bridge and then they'll harass the shit out of him. Because what they're afraid of now is if they harass him out in that current, it could sink or anything else.
That's why you board his boat with a couple guys and say, we're going to detain you till we get up here and figure out what's going on.
Yep.
Hook a line to his boat and fucking tow it up to a dock.
Yeah, they'd be better off putting the Coast Guard on the boat, at least having somebody on there that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, because that guy didn't seem like he knew what he was doing. He ran out to the front of the ship. He saw him run out, and he's looking out the house, front of the houseboat, and he's like looking at the wall, freaking out because he didn't know what to do.
Well, it's been a miserable day here so far.
Cold and rainy.
Rain all morning. It's not as cold as it has been. It's like 6 or 7 degrees, but it's been throwing it down.
Oh, he was he did right before Paul left, Jim, when he got real close to the wall, the guy ran out right after the Coast Guard guys took off in the car. He ran out on the front porch, I guess you want to call it. And he was looking around all like confused and shit. And then he ran back inside. It was about 20 seconds or so.
I didn't see a name on it, but the name, if I were going to name it, I'd name it the Hillbilly Houseboat.
That's what it looked like.
Because it was on those 55-gallon blue plastic drums underneath it. That's what was holding it up.
You better have those things attached really well. That's all I'm gonna say. Fucking rope breaks or something, whatever's holding those in place.
Exactly. Be a mess. Wouldn't
Fucking
it?
all of a sudden 50 of them come flying out from under that shit. That boat's going right in the water. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand, if you're going to build your own boat, you got to understand buoyancy, all that stuff. Like your power to weight ratio in the water, everything. There's a bunch of stuff you got to think about. I don't think that dude did when he built that thing. That might be
Oh,
his
I don't
first
either.
time out on the water. And like somebody, I don't know who said it earlier, but they were probably docked somewhere, and then that was their first time taking it out or something.
Maybe they practice him for the what's it, the float run.
Well, it would float down just fine. It's just going up against the current because the float down, you're going with the current, you know?
Yeah. I'd hate to see it go with the current. Hell, it probably dives down frontwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he would go forward a little bit. Like it started happening right when he got into the inlet right there, right before the bridge. And he would go forward a little bit, and then the boat would start turning completely sideways. And then
Yeah.
he'd get it straightened back up again. But every time he did that, he was getting closer and closer to the wall, to the point where it looked like he hit the wall there for a little bit, like he was scraping the side of the wall.
I think I'd let the current take me back into the lake.
Well, the current's going out of the lake, so
Oh, it's going out of the lake, is it? All right. And
it
he's
comes
trying to
down,
get
down
to the,
under the bridge and down the river
lake then,
to
is
the
he?
lake. Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, he's going right through an area where that current's funneled through like a channel, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's fighting, man. He still hasn't gotten completely past the bridge. Like he's just coming from underneath it. Did that other boat take off?
The
It looks
Coast
like it's
Guard?
yeah.
No, it
It
was
looks-
still there when I came here, but
Oh, it looks like they just drove off and they're next to that freighter way over there. If you look on your TV, you see it right next to it. No, look on the you see the boat out there next to it.
yeah, but I think the Coast Guard boat is on the outside of it,
It's hard to tell.
outside of that hillbilly houseboat.
Honduras, are you trying to go ahead?
Yeah, right, Jim. I think they're more concerned about him hitting one of those boats. That does look like that boat that was over next to him. I think they were probably watching his boat till that freighter got through there. Make sure he wasn't gonna hit it. I said, I know he's pissing all these captains off though. 'Cause
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna share, it ended up being 3 different videos, but I'll share it with you guys. Can you see it?
Yeah,
A little out of focus, isn't it?
a little bit. Why is it so blurry?
That's what I don't know.
So maybe he didn't get near the wall, just looked like it from the camera view. Because he looked a lot closer to that wall. Oh yeah, that's definitely a homemade boat, 100%. Yeah, that boat's just way underpowered, I think, for the weight of it.
Okay, let's see if any of the other ones turned out better. Um, okay, the next one is better.
Oh yeah, there is a Coast Guard boat. Okay, yeah, they're just trailing way behind them. Yeah, there's like, I don't see any markings on that boat or anything. No, like numbers, like registration numbers or nothing.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that's a lot clearer. Yeah.
A lot clearer, yep. Are those solar panels on the top, do you think?
Yeah, those are solar panels. Oh, that's a police boat. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
but see, it
Coast Guard.
says US Coast Guard.
Yeah, yeah, it says police on the
It's their
side.
enforcement boat.
Damn, you got close to him, Paul, or it just looks like you did. He's looking up at you. Yeah, almost looks like you can reach out and smack your drone. God damn, you got up on their ass. Maybe they're waiting for him to get out of that river, but I just don't understand why they wouldn't go ahead and just tow him out of there and then go question him somewhere else.
I got one more if I can get it up here.
I mean, it's not a bad looking boat. I don't really like the porches he built on it, but it's not bad looking for being, but you can definitely tell it's not
Well, it's not
company made, though.
finished, right?
I guess, I don't know. Oh, what's up, TJ? I missed you in the chat there. Are you showing something, Carl Paul? Because all I see is your files.
Just a minute.
Paul, name the file Hillbilly Houseboat. Oh, is that the guy standing on the back there? Looks like it in like the thumbnail of the video.
Am I still with you guys?
Yeah, but you're just showing us your files right now. We're not seeing any video if you're playing it. You got to stop sharing and reshare. Yeah, it did look like a pretty good sized house, but I used to see some really nice ones in Lake Havasu, Jim. That people had. Then they permanently lived in them, and then they would just go out on the lake, ride around in them, and then they'd dock them back at their docks.
I can't figure out how to bring the video back up.
Yeah, that boat took forever to get through the bridge.
Designed to help you clear it up and posture when it's exposed. I found a ton of coverage and soft. Upgrade your prop today. If put up with your old shower for too long, save and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a shower prop? You can do it just one day, and there's no need to bring a sweat.
Oh yeah, Jim. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, spending millions on building a really nice one. If you're spending millions, you definitely are having a company design and build it for you,
Mhm.
which means it's going to be, you know, they're going to understand all the dynamics with it. This one looks like this guy just built it in his backyard. I mean, it's not a bad looking boat. It's really not. I don't really care for the like I said, like the porches he built on them. I don't really like those, but I think that could have been done a little better.
If he ever manages to get it to the lake, is there less current around the edges of the lake?
Yeah, but less current, but you can get 6 to 8 foot waves out there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and and the bottom of his porch looks like it's only about maybe a foot off the water. So if like a decent size, like, you know, storm came through there and was blowing the water, dude, yeah, his fucking porches would be getting slammed with water. And it looked like on the back, on the one porch, it looked like he had just a regular house door on the back. So I don't know if that'd be any good. I don't know if that was like a boat rated type door, like for your house, but yeah, my dad actually saved a girl from getting sucked under a houseboat one time when we were in Havasu. I'll never forget that. The girl was out about 20, 30 feet out in the water, just kind of swimming and floating. And the guy came by with this big, massive houseboat, and I guess he didn't see her. And he was just cruising about 10 feet or so from her going by, and it started sucking her towards the boat. And she was screaming, and my dad jumped in the water and was able to swim out and get her at the last minute. Like, she got really close to getting sucked under that boat. Yeah, I doubt it too. He probably lives on that thing. That thing probably never comes out of the water.
Can you see that now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with you, Jim. I guarantee you don't have no fucking trailer for that boat. That thing's huge. Yeah, see what I'm saying about those porches though? Like if you got some decent waves coming off that water, it would splash right over the top of those.
Yeah, right through the doors.
Unless those are rated doors for like marine type boats, you know what I'm saying? But that back door looks like a regular wooden house door. Because you can get those really expensive, like high end sliding glass doors, like the cruise ships and shit use that seal themselves. Like I've seen videos of cruise ships, people sitting in their rooms and the sliding glass doors are closed and locked, and the fucking waves are just beating up the side of their balcony because the waves are just that bad. The cruise ship happened to get into a bad area. And no water got in, but those are rated for that kind of environment. I definitely wouldn't be using no regular sliding glass door from a house.
Hmm.
Fucking one good wave comes up, dude, it's gonna break right through that door. I don't know. To me, they're wasting time. Just hook onto the fucker's boat and pull it up there. There's got to be a tow hitch somewhere on that boat for hooking up to for towing it. But that's definitely, I mean, like I said, it's a decent houseboat, but that's something I would have permanently docked. I wouldn't be out driving that thing across the rivers and lakes and shit.
Mm.
That'd be something I probably wouldn't even have a motor in it. It would just be permanently docked as just a floating house. And I agree with you, Jim, because I don't think you'd even be able to get that boat out of the water because of the barrels on the bottom of it. I don't think there'd be a way to even get that thing up onto a trailer. Unless you lifted it with a crane or something. Oh yeah, like it has like jet ski motors type. Yeah, Jim, that's the way it looked like to me. Looked like it was jet propelled, not propeller.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's not what's in there, Jim, is a couple small ass fucking jet ski motors. That would not surprise me. Because like I said, he just seemed very underpowered, and you could tell that boat was going at full maximum. I say he needs a big old V8 in that thing. Give that thing a little bit of balls.
Yeah, I guess it was worth getting. Justin, you talked me into it. A lot of people, there wasn't a lot of people down there watching it, but the people that were down there were kind of like scratching their head, like, what the hell is going on? That's the video from up on top of the building down there. It looks like it's coming back down, isn't it? I don't see the Coast Guard boat out there anymore either. Do you? Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me, I need to.
Oh, well, that was interesting.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more action on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wants a Chevy motor, not like a Mustang motor, Jim, because then he would have definitely hit the wall. He said that guy needs a big block Chevy. That's what I'm saying. He does though. He needs a bigger motor on that fucking boat.
Looks to me like he's losing the fight against the current. Cause this camera's panning downstream.
He has been losing the fight
him?
the whole way. Yeah, now it's starting to go backwards again. They're fucking overheating those motors going that, keeping them at full pace like that the entire time.
Maybe he's gonna go over to Sarnia. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that'd be a big mistake trying to cross the current sideways.
Like I said, I think his main problem is he didn't put a big enough motor on that thing.
Underestimated what he wanted to do. The next ship is upbound. It's about 30 minutes before the Black River, so about 45 minutes before it gets down to here. But as you can see, he's definitely losing it.
Well, I said that earlier too, Edward. Yeah, possibly he could be having a motor issue too. But if you looked at the footage a few minutes ago, he had those motors going full bore. But I'm kind of under the same assumption Jim was. I think he put a couple jet ski motors in the back of that thing. And the weight's just too much for it. Oh, yeah, he's definitely losing the fight. Look, he's going right back under the bridge again.
Yeah, under the southern span. Yep.
So I said, the fucking Coast Guard needs to stop fucking around, get a tow line on that thing, and just pull it upriver before he fucking does lose power and runs into something. They're going to have a bigger mess to deal with.
Well, there's the Coast Guard.
Yeah, he's going to run out of petrol sooner or later.
But you see how close he's getting real close to the Canadian side.
Or, Edward, let's think about this. Maybe with all the solar panels, he's got a Tesla motor in there. And he's just running out of electricity. Panels ain't producing enough electricity.
He's probably got one of these small Timu troll motors, electric troll motors.
You're right. This thing should be able to push a 10,000 or 15,000 pound houseboat up the water. No problem.
This guy's hustling over here. I don't know if he's Canadian Coast Guard or what.
And I'm saying the Coast Guard is doing absolutely nothing to stop this. They're just watching it.
He's gonna hit over there.
I don't understand why they don't hook a line up to the boat and just fucking pull it out of there. Or I would have told the dude, you got to turn around and come back the way you came. You obviously can't make it up the river. Dude, it took him like 30 minutes to get out from under that bridge, and now he's right back up under it.
Here's the guy on the front of the boat.
Yeah, he's doing just like he did a little while ago. He's freaking out, running around the front.
Either that, or he's going to throw a line to that guy.
Like, because you don't even know who's all on that boat.
Oh, he just hit. He just hit over there.
I mean, there could be a whole family on that boat, and it's best to just get everybody off the boat or get it towed somewhere. Oh shit! Is the back end in the water? I can't tell. Hold on.
No, it's just above the water, but not by much.
Okay. It almost looked like on your screen the back end went under.
Knucklehead. He's a knucklehead.
Well, like I said too, and the Coast Guard shouldn't just be sitting there watching this. They should be doing something before somebody gets hurt.
Or they've called the Canadian Coast Guard, and the Canadian Coast Guard is getting their boat ready and coming up.
Well, they shouldn't have to though. They both patrol together on that water.
Yep.
Whoever's there first needs to deal with it. I mean, it's a co-op between the two of them.
But see, he's gotten in the current where the current starts to loop around, and that's allowing him to go upstream. But this seawall here ends pretty soon. It turns into all rocks. You see the great big stones on top of
Yeah,
it?
that's a whole different wall right there. It ain't all smooth like the other one. He catches one of those rocks and it catches on something, starts ripping something up. Yeah, you can see just random stones sticking out of the water at the bottom too.
Yep.
Like protruding out and shit. Jim. And he's gonna come
Crazy.
out Forrest Gump.
That's crazy.
You see him jump off, Lieutenant Dan.
A hillbilly houseboat.
Yeah, you better get away from that seawall. Look at all them stones sticking out on the edge.
Yeah, what they do is over there, it's all great big huge blocks of cement stacked on top of each other. There is no.
Yeah, but look how rigid it is at the
Yep,
bottom.
it is. Yep.
And that boat catches one of those and it's gonna rip half that boat apart. Oh, he's standing out on the front. Wonder how many
Crazy.
people are in that boat.
Crazy people.
Well, what's crazy is that they're not doing anything about it. They got a little ways upriver, got pretty far from the bridge, and then right back under the bridge again.
Yep.
It's like, come on now, how many times are you gonna let them do this? Because eventually, like Mark said, they're gonna run out of fucking gas. And then they're not gonna have any control over that fucking boat. Because they got those motors going full bore, and I guarantee it's heating up all kinds of fuel. Yeah, 'cause who knows how big of a tank they have on that thing? I would guess it's probably not much bigger than an average vehicle or like a pickup truck. Probably like a 40, 50 gallon tank. There he is sitting out there. You haven't heard nothing else on the radio yet?
No. Nothing.
Just get on there. Are y'all gonna do something about this boat or just keep watching it go up and down?
Oh, he's on the back of the boat now.
Yeah, I seen that. That's what I was watching. I'm saying they better get his ass out of there before he hits the Canadian side. because that boat is gonna tear apart if it hits those rocks over there. At least on the US side, it's smooth, metal going all the way down into the water. So you're less likely to get too fucked up. But those rocks on that side are gonna fuck that boat up if it catches one of them. It's gonna rip the whole side of that boat apart.
Yep.
See, he's floating right back under the bridge again.
Yeah, he's back head downstream again.
Like they're just gonna watch us all day, or
You can see that current's moving pretty good.
yeah. And now the boat's starting to turn sideways again. See, they can't even control staying straight. This is stupid. Like, I don't understand why they don't get a tug or something out there.
But you know what? I don't see any engine force going on much of anything.
That's what I'm saying, Edward. Tow them up the river and send them a bill later on. This is fucking stupid, dude. They're not doing anything. Like, if anything, they just need to tell the boat to turn around and go back the way they came. Obviously, they're not going to make it up the river. That's what I'd tell them. Like, look, you guys obviously can't do this. So do you guys either want to tow upriver where you can permanently dock, or you want us to flip you around and you go back the way you came? We'll give them two choices. We'll tow you upriver, or you turn around and go back. Yep, Bubba down in the gallery making shrimp. Because it seems like they'll get right past the bridge, and then it's like they're hitting a wall. Like the current is just way too strong right there, and it just pushes them right back under the bridge again. That's the second or third time it's done it. And then at half the time they can't even keep the boat straight. It starts pushing it sideways. See, a houseboat like that almost needs directional control, where you have like where you can like almost control the have engines around the side of it, or outlets or something like the jet outlets, where you could control the way the boat's moving. Kind of like how some of the big cruise ships have, where they can come in sideways and shit like that. Dude, just turn your motor off and just let nature take you. Walk into that light. It's what it's going to end up being. Just send that boat back to nature. Oh, that's what I'm saying, Edward. Oh, that's true too, JD. Yeah. I'd definitely be using a less suspicious vehicle if I was moving drugs. And I'd want to make sure the damn thing could get up the river.
To impediments at this 90+ say about what we have just experienced for 10 years of attacks against this president?
Yep, and that's exactly what I said, Edward. He keeps going sideways where you can't even control the direction of the boat. They need to do something, dude. This is getting ridiculous.
And so, both in the very beginning, Trump applied the derailment the election, the intelligence and others had so many bad actors that they went out and created all of the
Damn, you see that, Paul?
Yeah,
Fucking A, really? Dude, he's hauling ass down the river sideways now.
that shows you the current. There he comes. Oh, he's got a dog on there.
Oh, God.
Gotta get a life jacket on the dog.
Dude, he needs to just call it quits and turn around and go back. This is ridiculous.
and now he sees the president spoken.
I hope that dude's got insurance on his boat. That's all I gotta say. The way he's going, dude.
I don't see a Coast Guard boat out there anymore.
No, they're out there. They're just staying far away from him.
Oh yeah, there he is.
I just don't understand why they're not fucking doing anything. Because they're obviously not communicating with them because you would have heard them on the radio, right?
That's a pilot boat there. He just went out and swapped out some pilot. Oh, look at, he's right back in the middle of the river again.
Yep. Good thing he wasn't near one of those walls when he went sideways. Like I said, he'd have fucked.
I wonder if they're not following him down to get to the Black River. They'll tow him into the Black River and tie his ass up.
Corey, what basically happened was a houseboat was trying to go upriver and it's not powerful enough to get up that current.
Yeah, it's a homemade houseboat. It isn't a professional one.
And he keeps getting pushed back by the current. The Coast Guard's out there. And all the shipping, all the big freighters that are going through there complaining because he's pretty much getting in the way of traffic lanes. And he's gotten close to the walls on both sides, the Canadian and the American side, a couple of times. If you go back about 2 minutes ago, the boat went all sideways, getting shoved back down by the current. Dude's been sitting here fighting the current for what, about an hour now.
Yeah, or longer.
And he got past the bridge twice, and both times when he got right past the bridge, the current just pushed him right back underneath again. Wonder if he's going back now. Think he finally gave up?
I don't know.
You can't keep trying. I mean, it's like, how long are you going to try that for? Well, we don't know because there's no markings on the boat or anything. Paul went out and flew around it. I got damn near gave the Coast Guard guys an enema on the boat. Got so close. There was no markings or anything on the boat, no like registration numbers, nothing like that that we could see. And he's not flying a flag or anything. It is an American Coast Guard boat though. Is he still going sideways?
Yeah. Well, he's going with the current downstream because he's out in the middle of the channel.
He needs to just go ahead and call it quits. Go find a dock nearby.
The Coast Guard's getting closer to him now.
Does it look like they're about to board it? Oh no, I can't tell how close they're getting.
They're close to. They're talking to him. There's a guy is standing up here. See, he's talking across.
There we go. Zoom in. There we go. It's probably yelling at him.
Oh, they're
What the
getting
fuck
closer.
are you doing?
They're getting closer.
And he's yelling at him. You crazy hillbilly bitch! Go back the way you came.
They're getting closer. Looks like he's going to throw him a line or something.
Now they're gonna do that after all that.
Well, maybe the guy says, "I give up."
Yeah. Jim said he doesn't even have enough motor to straighten himself up. That's what I'm saying. I guarantee that dude's gonna be in some kind of trouble. He's gonna get some kind of fine. Because they're gonna say his boat wasn't properly made for could handle that kind of water. They're gonna get him for something.
I think what they're waiting to get down by the Black River.
In their calmer waters.
No, it's they don't want to tow him that far. They tow him into shore.
Well, the waters are the waters calmer down there though.
Nah, it's pretty calm out there right now. What you're getting is a reflection from the suns.
I wonder where he's from and where he built that. He might have his own private dock somewhere down on the river. And just decide maybe this was his maiden voyage to take it out and realize it ain't that great. God, the water is just glistening from that sun. This looks like a bunch of glitter. Yeah, I think he finally gave up. He was like, I can't get up there.
What it looks like is he put those cans underneath it to lift it up, but it looks like it's one of those mobile homes.
JD said probably a woman driver. Well, there's got to be more than one person in there because that guy's just study staying out there on the deck. He just went inside the boat, but he was sitting out there for like 20 some minutes. So there must be somebody else in there piloting it. Or attempting to pilot it, I should say. Yeah, I just need to go ahead and go back to a dock and drop that big Chevy big block in there like Jim was talking about. Be done with it. Was he gonna hit there? Or is he going back behind there? Oh, he must be going back behind it. Yeah, and Edward, do you think that would be like I would imagine that would be a regulation to have a boat. You got to have somewhere you can tie on to it for emergencies. So I'd assume that would be some kind of regulation. I don't think he's driving it, Edward. I think he's just floating into that area. He said he's going into the cutout on the Canadian side. That's the Bay Area. I think it's Sarnia Bay. There comes a Coast Guard boat slowly trolling behind it. Oh, they're turning around. They're like, it's Canadians' problem now. They turned around and took off.
That's Canada over there.
That's what I said. You can see right here, watch the Coast Guard boat does a complete 180 and goes back the other direction. So they probably letting the Canadians deal with it now.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna let the Canadians deal with it. He probably would have got more power with a sailed, Corey. That thing didn't have any power going up that river.
So that he got more power out of it with a pair of paddles.
Yeah, right. It's like a paddle boat. What was this on? All right, guys, I'm out.
You're
Catch
heading
y'all
out?
later. Yeah,
Okay.
See you later, Gus.
later, later, Mark, Paul, everybody in the chat. I'll catch y'all later.
I guess we might as well shut it down then, huh, guys?
Yeah, if you want to, Paul.
Okay.